Don't link issue bling. Welcome to Computer Show. Because I was doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 16th September 2025. I am so happy and so glad to present to you some more Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Usually I like to do an intro, but we're in a rush. We have a whole day focus on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna be reviewing season 3, episode 10. Yes, there's people behind me. We got the episode 9, which is Yippee Kayak, which I didn't know what it was, but it's Christmas. And it's a Christmas special, which we don't have. So we have a third one, which is good because those are kind of classic. Those are kind of classic every single show. They're going to put it in Thanksgiving, American show, Halloween, and Christmas because they're the most popular. So we got, once again, Amy, who says no to the gift. And this is super crazy. Because Amy gives a gift to Alt, and you know that Alt doesn't want gifts, but she's like, if he doesn't know it's me, I'm not gonna get in trouble. So what she does is she wraps her a present very badly, and she writes with the wrong hand. So then the guy thinks there's a bomb inside. So this is a funny cold opening. Yippee Kayak apparently is it's apparently a saying in Die Hard. I don't know. I didn't see the movie. John McClane, I'm sorry, dude. So Jake asked Gina for help, and Gina's like, nope. Lenetti on business, off on other business. So Jake is like, okay, well, what can I offer you to what can I offer you to get your help to help me? Summer sausage. This is so good. This is so good. So we got the which is super cool because Gina helps him, and they offer in exchange he has a picture of Terry. Now I just realized that I was wrong. Charles gave a gift to Jake, but Jake didn't get a gift for Charles. So he asked Gina for help, and she's like, okay, well, let's go to the store. They have everything, right? And Charles goes with them. So this is pretty bad. So we have Alt Rosa bonding over some cold water. Why am I not surprised? This is so good. No Martins. Meanwhile, hell of a sausage. That is so good. Of course, we're playing the best game in the world, the Tower. So yeah, so Old and Rosa see the food give me food coma for an instant, and they're going to the water, and they're saying to Amy, "You can't go," which is kind of sad because Amy is described as this person who has all of these brothers, and she's super competitive. So this is a plot line that's kind of abandoned. But here we're back in it. We're like, okay, yeah, Amy doesn't want to seem like a wimp, so she'll go. Which is sad because you even meet one of her brother later on. I think he's a criminal or something. It's been a while. Yeah. So Jake has to lie to say he forgot a present for Amy. So Charles like, oh my god, you need your best friend. I got you best friend. So he goes in, and he's like, okay, well, let's fix it. And this is why he's joining them. I gotta check how much time it's gonna take. Oh my god, I made a mistake. Yeah, it's kind of like a bad mistake. What is the mistake? I uploaded the wrong file. Darn it. So when you use YouTube Studio, it's much slower than when you use normal YouTube. I'm just gonna cancel it. I hate it because we just lost like 22 minutes. Which I prefer not doing, you know? My apologies, disgusting. Switch account. Noise, noise. Noise, noise. You see how quicker it is. How much quicker? Because it's 14 gigs. 14 gigs will not take me a long time. Now, why is that important? Well, because if I should do it properly, it's gonna take me a couple hours. This phone is almost full. This phone is almost full. But we've been making a lot of space on this phone. I low-key uploaded like, I think it's 40 videos, but I'm not sure. So even in preparing, it's gonna take some time. Yeah, we're supposed to make videos earlier, but there was people on the rooftop, and I didn't want to intrude on their work. I didn't want to film them, you know? Because I thought it was gonna be pretty rude. But then, halas, I had to do the work. Because I had to do the work was done. Can you blame a guy? Can you blame a guy? Huh? Can you blame a guy? You can't. Because if you were, that would be pretty rude. Ma patience est morte, je me fous le feu. Ouvre-moi ta porte, pour l'amour de Dieu. So there you go. Charles is part of the mission because it's to protect Amy. And so Jake buys a perfume for Charles, but he gets it. Now, surprise mofos, the store they're at gets stolen. They get people stolen. So it's a real John McClane thing. Apparently in Die Hard that's what they did, which is sad because it's a Christmas. It's Christmas, and it's a shopping mall that's whatchamacallit, that's being like they're just hostage, and for some reason it just made me think about Paul Blart. So my Cups movie reference are Paul Blart. But you know what I gotta say, Paul Blart, not a bad movie. Not a bad movie. So Terry, hell yeah, Terry is awesome. Terry says I'm gone for 2 days. Look at how comfortable we are. We're comfy as fuck. Terry is saying, guess what? I'm going on vacation where you're not supposed to call me because Cody called him 49 times last year with his butt, of course. This is super sweet. Hi.
Your hair, you look good.
Thank you. That's so nice.
You should keep it short.
You like it? That's awesome. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What's new? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Hey,
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What's new?
good.
Awesome. Weather is getting colder.
You know what's coming, then I'm not going to be happy.
You're not a winter gal?
Hey,
You're not a winter gal?
no.
I know.
Like it.
I know.
But you look good with short hair.
Thank you. My mom said the same.
Keep it short.
Thank you. I will. For you, not for my mom. For you.
Hey,
I'll keep it short for you.
okay.
Not for my mom. For you.
You feel like you lost weight with your hair off?
It's because
I
when,
feel like I lost about weight. I lost weight.
well, because when I go to work, I have music, so I use the hair to hide the music. You know. So it's not for the looks; it's for the
You
utility.
look more handsome too.
Well, thank you so much.
Hey, I'm going to let you go to your thing. I'm cooking.
What are you cooking tonight?
I'm cooking hot dogs. Not hot dogs, corn.
Wow. Is it the season? Of course. Well, enjoy the meal. Enjoy the evening.
Yeah, you take
Thanks for the
care.
compliment. I appreciate you.
God bless you.
God bless you more.
Don't worry. God was always with you.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Super nice. And you see, she said, I'm going to let you do your thing. This is really kind. This is really kind. This touched my heart. Wow. That was really kind. I'm sorry. I had emotional moments. Let's ruin it with chemicals. You know what's another sweet moment? That was really nice. We don't talk a lot, so she's super sweet. She's super sweet. A really kind person. Kinda sucks because we used to talk a lot, but then we had a cold, and now it's back to normal. I guess, I hope, which is really nice. So Terry goes in and he has a call, and his brother Zeke is making fun of him because always, right? And Terry's like, you know what? I'm tired of you not working. Get a job. Get out of here, man. And you're gonna say, Terry, you stood up for yourself, my boy. This is good. This is really, really, really good. I actually love this. Gina, Jake, and Charles are seeing this, which is a John McClane movie, which is super, super nice because this is Jake's moment, right? And Gina's like, let's take some hair product, my apologies, in a lighter and make a flamethrower, right? Which is possibly also, which is possibly also, I'm sorry, which is possibly also, which is possibly also one of Jake's dream. So in the movie, he had a tank top, and Jake said, "I need a tank top." So Gina gets him a very flowery dress, and he's like, "Not for me." And he says, "Hang on, I'm gonna wear it." So Charles throws his clothes to Gina so she can catch it. So he looks like a badass. Gina let the clothes fall. That was super cool. That was super, super cool. Jake goes in, and it's a big emergency. So Terry goes in, and this is really, really a really important episode for Terry because he goes in and he's like, "Listen, who's in charge here?" And it's the Vulture, of course, our nemesis. Which kind of sucks because then you realize that there's kind of two bad people in the show. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. We have a little bit of problem. We see the Vulture a lot, but we don't see Wunsch a lot. So, what's going on here? Oh, the phone is too hot. I said aha, aha. You know what's insane? I was going YouTube Studio, which would have taken me 3 hours, and now we're gonna have a reveal of how much I'm gonna take. By the way, if you're gonna upload on YouTube, it's just faster. Ooh, also a news for YouTube. I'm gonna get a video about it, but I said I can't believe it. I can't believe it. 25 minutes. So we made a mistake. I uploaded on YouTube Studio instead of YouTube. I should have done YouTube because now it's it would have been done by now. I could have started this one, which is 4 hours and a half. Beast X. So Terry is like, "Yo, two of my guys are in here. They got a very good vantage point." And this just reminded me of Paul Blart, which possibly means that Paul Blart was inspired by Die Hard, and this episode is inspired by Die Hard. You know, that's shitty, but hey. Gina gets caught, which gets Jake in trouble, but now he has to. And this is super funny because they get the name of the guy, which is super, super, super nice, because they go in and take care of the three guys. But then you realize that they're Canadian. And this is kind of ruining the movie because Canadian is supposed to be super nice. However, guess what happened? They get the talkie-walkie, and the guy calls them, and you pretend like he is a Canadian, and it works. Terry's like, "Yo, I'm gonna save my guy. Fuck you. I'm not gonna go." And it's really cool because Terry would be afraid of the Vulture, but in this one, it's like, "No, my guy's in trouble. I'm gonna save them," which is a very heroic moment. I gotta say, this is possibly more heroic than what Jake did. We got Amy that received a text from Jake saying, "Hey, there's an emergency. We're stuck and the biggest problem possible." And then what she says, Amy is like, "Holy shit, this is my boyfriend. Hello." So she goes in the water. So the whole time Holt and Rosa are in the water, having the coldest of water. Amy is a wimp, so she's gonna go in the water. But she's had to go in the water for Jake, which is also a sacrifice, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Charles is the one that saved the day, and guess what? Charles has a tank top. So the John McClane here It wasn't Jake, but it was Charles Boyles, which is super freaking nice. We got a cute moment between Jake and Jake and Amy. She was worried about him, which is kind of cute. Holt is the one taking care of. Jake is the one that takes care of. Charles is the one that takes care of Jake, and he's like, "Dude, I'm a shitty friend. I'm a shitty friend. I forgot your gift, and I'm sorry. I'm selfish." And Charles like, "No, you didn't forget my gift. You went in here and you saved us. You were a hero today." And this is Charles. This is Charles. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. I'm gonna protect Charles till I die. You hear that? You hear that? I'm gonna protect Charles till I die. Episode end. Next one is. Oh yeah, this is one of the criminal that gets away. One of the criminal that gets away. Oh, this is possibly one of the best cold opens. Then the criminal gets away, and Gina takes she does what she was doing, the fire spray, the flamethrower, and it works. So this is cool. We have a guy that is doing a dance move, and the police, which is Jake, Terry, and Holt, goes to stop him, and they're like, "Yo, you need to move." Like, I ain't moving shit. So Holt does a really cool moment where Holt is supposedly one of the best freaking dancer, and because he's one of the best dancer, he dances off with the guy, and he actually wins. Of course, we don't see him win, and of course, Jake isn't able to film. So yeah, this will be lost in lost media, which is super funny. We got Hostage, which is probably one of the best episodes. We have the comeback of the criminal girlfriend of Charles. Even though she was acquitted, non-criminal, she's dating my boy, and she will be treated as dirt until I can vouch for her at her wedding with Charles, which didn't happen. Hello, spoiler. So, they're saying that they want to have kids, right? However, their sperm is under Elise name, and this has got to be one of the coolest thing Brooklyn Nine-Nine did. Why? There's a couple of reasons as to why. We know how shitty his ex-wife was, but we didn't know who she was. We know that Charles still live in a basement because she's dating Hercules, and we know that Hercules and him are close as fuck. So this is super cool, super cool. We get the incident where Charles is. Wait. I love this show. So yeah, which is the baseball bat hitting Charles in the balls, which is how he got neutered. So we got, what was that, interrogating a criminal. And Holt misses interrogating, so he goes in. And you know what? Why I'm laughing? Because of that.
We already got you on shoplifting. Now let's talk about the cheaper clone credit card that.
I'm not saying anything. Look, Punk, there are two ways we can do this.
Punk.
The easy way or the hard way.
Tell them what the hard way is, boss.
Well, first, Steve, we're going to fill out Form 38E-J1 stating non-compliance. We send it to the VA. Do they process it right away? No, because they're overwhelmed.
Deborah the maternity leave. Yeah, this is a good show. So Amy goes in and she's kissing up to Terry because Terry is. This is a good moment because Terry was a champion last episode. Terry had what it takes to become a captain last episode, And Amy, she's trying to suck up to him. So Terry's like, "What do you want?" And she wants a letter of recommendation to become a Sam. So a Sam is a mentor to young cops. But then Amy enters, and this is a cool episode for Amy. This is a big price of confidence for Amy. She goes in and she enters a Sam, which is again mentorship for young police, or as a mentoree, not a mentor. And Terry's like, "Screw that jazz. You can become a mentor. You have what it takes to become a mentor. What are you doing becoming a mentoree?" And that was cool. I thought it was really cool. We have the ex, which is, she's gorgeous. I don't know what it is about the actress, but she's really cute. But sadly, what it reminded me of was Ron Swanson, and is X. Tammy. No. No. Don't get me started on who's worse. Tammy number 1 and Tammy number 2. I could go for hours. You know what I'm gonna do? Right this seconds. I'll be right back. Your boy's been working mad hard, and you deserve a little break. So, there you go. Na zdrowie. But we got the lights. Cheese. White peach Zoa. Hello. Phone is too hot. Goodbye. I don't know why. I feel like my hello are nicer than my goodbyes. Now I'm hoping that you're playing. Yes, you are. Trick is, don't touch the screen. My father's been calling me 4 or 5 times today. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Maybe he's lonely or something, right? I don't know, Brody. Okay. Charles found a way to write to his sperm bank because Charles somehow knew this was gonna happen. So he goes in and he's like, yo, I give her a lot of sperm. What is nice, which is really nice in the show, is how dumb it is. They put in so much effort to have the evidence board. If you look at the evidence boards, it's crazy complete. Look at this. Crazy complete. And then we don't really show it, right? So Charles is trying to find a loophole and find what he has. And what he has is Charles' hairdresser is actually hella talented. Because she's actually hella talented, ex-wife could be interested in having her back. However, is my boy Charles gonna give it up that easy? Hell no, he ain't. That sounded really fruity. So Amy is a curse to Terry. She break his nose, and so she break his nose, and then she pours some hot coffee. Super nice. They go in the morning. They have some, which is the ex-wife. She has sperm as hostage. It's like, hey, if you come in here because they're going to see her, said, if you came here to do some trouble, I'll drop it out. So Steven says, I only want to be talking to Gina. The reason why he was talking to Gina is because they know each other. And he thought that Gina liked him, and because she liked him, there was a chance that they could get together. Jake is willing to negotiate with the ex of Charles, but at the same time wants to show that the sperm is real. However, she doesn't mess around. She takes one of the sperm and she does it, which is super good. What does she want? She wants Charles. She wants Charles to take care of a ticket that she had, where she punched a parked. No, it wasn't parked. It was sitting on a bench. A priest that was sitting on the bench. So pretty horrible crime, Mrs. Boyles. Now, of course, do I think that her name is Mrs. Boyles? No. I think Charles was a little biatch. I took the name, but you know what? If you want to take the name of your wife, more power to you. You're not necessarily a biatch. Which is that Charles deserves to be. Charles is my role model when it comes to when it comes to male. What am I even saying? When it comes to a father figure, Charles is my father figure, and I just wanted more for Charles. If you don't mind me saying so. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't know with you guys anymore. Sure. So, Jakey says, "Yo, Charles, do the right thing here, bro. You know that this guy is sadly he's a victim and all that. You're putting away the victim and you're taking care of the criminals. You're crooked. Don't be like that, right? So Charles betrayed Jake, which is the hardest thing that he could have done, but he doesn't pull through with it. He feels that, right? Which is super fucking cool. Not the truth. Jake gets Scully to help him versus the daughter, and Jake tased Charles. Amy gets rejected from the offer, so she thinks that Terry made her reject it, but Terry shows her the notes, and he's like, well, I didn't write that, and it hurt my feeling that you think he would do so. So then Steven, which is Terry, I don't know why I call him Steven, but Terry did something wrong. They did the wrong thing, right? So Charles is like, yo, it's not, this is bad. You have to do the right thing. However, Charles doesn't do the right thing, but Jake is able to tell him, like, listen, you don't need to be the dad to be the dad. You can be a wonderful dad to somebody else's kid, right? Which is going to be having. Charles will adopt. But the coolest thing here is I don't remember this ending for the scene for Gina.
She didn't even know who I was.
Oh yeah, Rosa is the one. Okay, so Gina basically treats the criminal like shit for the longest time, and then the criminal talks to Rosa because she treats Rosa like shit too. So because she treats Rosa like shit, they found something to bond over, not bond over, and they become besties. They become besties in the Westies. I was lost, now I'm found. I'm sustained by the sound of the angel singing me to sleep. Am myself on the ground? Am I dead or am I sleeping instead? Okay, so that's gauche. Okay, you see, this is better. 63 minutes, that's not good, but that's not bad. It's better than 3 hours. Why is that good? Well, because we know exactly how it's gonna be. I'm gonna be filming, because why not? I'm gonna have both phones where before, but at the same time it's great because if I didn't empty this phone, I could have not emptied this phone. So we're not doing great, but we're not doing bad either, which is pretty good. Pretty good. So Rosa, by being treated like shit, is gonna admit everything, and it's so fucking funny because Charles does what he does. Charles is Charles. He showed the candidate for sperm donors, and guess who is on the pair? Jake's father. So Charles wants to take Jake's father. That way, Charles' son will be Jake's brother, and this is kind of creepy. You possibly are looking for way creepy, but yeah, kind of creepy, kind of creepy, kind of creepy, and that is pretty much it. Guys, we're doing good. I'll possibly do one more episode because after that, I'd like to get the sunrise, the sunset, even though it's not super nice. I think it would be nice. You know what are you picking up when I am putting down a new sentence that I learned today? Apparently people say that all the time. Next episode, 9 days. 9 days is an amazing episode. It is Jake and Old being quarantined. My two favorite characters. You know what? I gotta be honest here. The Boyle's charms are running off. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 episode, I like Jake and Old the most.
Loneliness. Ever since Kevin.
Oh, nice. The cold opening is super cool. Super cool. So basically, Captain Old's feeling lonely because Kevin left for France, which is cool because this was mentioned a couple episodes ago, right? And this is even more cool because if Captain Old missed Kevin, the next episode, that was a big, like, okay, well, guess what? That's not cool. However, it's put in a couple episodes later, so it still makes sense. So Jake decides to take a cold case that has been solved, that He wants to work, and then he doesn't tell the captain that it's solved. So that's actually, my apologies, possibly pretty bad, pretty bad. I'm gonna say Melissa is super cool.
Sounds interesting. Come in.
So Jakey asked for the help of Oath, and Oath's like, yo, for sure, bro, for sure.
Never be as good a leader as Hope.
You need to stop focusing on Chad.
I actually don't remember this episode. I don't remember this episode.
Oh no.
I don't remember this.
You need to stop.
Terry is taking tasks to get promoted, which I don't remember. But Gina is having it back. We have Charles, who is feeling down because he's never going to be a father, and it's Rosa that make him feel better. Which I gotta say, kudos Rosa, the man that made the mission. Jake, Jake tells Oath exactly where he is. There's a perp that had him talk, so Oath is needed to make him talk. I don't remember this episode at all. Even though we watched about 2 hours ago. So they go in. You know what? Fuck, dude. Okay, you know what? Let's stop this video here. I don't have to do it here. Yeah, let's stop the video here. Love you guys, take it easy. Peace. We'll rewatch this episode and then we'll move on to more and better things. Fuck.